Thank you. You feel you need to excuse yourself, Mr.
If there's going to be a discussion, I'll certainly, there probably should be. I'll excuse myself.
Okay, thank you. We'll have the minutes reflect that Mr. Schiavone excused himself for the discussion. We heard a fair amount of testimony on this and presentations and facts. I know council's deliberated over this, long and hard. Ms. Scott Jones mentioned the 500 emails. I saw many of those as well, too, and reviewed volumes of material. As I said in my opening comments, this is certainly not an easy decision by council. There's a lot to consider for the future of Middletown, considering the impact we have to our neighbors. This is certainly not made lightly in my mind at all. I recognize Mr. Marconi's comments that there is a significant, impact to people, and we don't take that lightly at all. We do. I know I fully consider it, and this is not, the easiest decision to make, but it is one of those things that we, as council, are charged to deal with and must address. I don't know if there are other thoughts from council members regarding this or other questions that we need to address this evening before we move forward.
Ready to vote.
I think it behooves probably each of us to say something to everybody. Somebody's going to be unhappy tonight, and like anything that is in contention, that's the way it is, and it's not to be looked over lightly. Though we have Mr. Verity looking at us, and in the book called True Steel, Mr. Verity is quoted as saying, "Middletown is neither abject poverty nor is it abject wealth. Middletown is strictly and truly middle class." And that encompasses a lot, and that encompasses people on one spectrum to people on another spectrum, and we can't overlook either. And so the decision that I make tonight will not be entered into lightly, and I tried to prove that by responding to every email that was sent to me.
Okay, thank you. Other comments or thoughts this evening?
I'll have one more. As the mayor mentioned, this has not been made in haste. I know it's an emergency legislation, but this has been a few months here. I mean, it's not like we just woke up today and we've had, all this information in all the meetings. And, I really wish it could be both ways. I really do. But it's not both ways. And, as I mentioned earlier, this body has an obligation as the elected body to this city and to this citizens. But I wish it could be both ways, but unfortunately, it cannot. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and commend the professionalism of everybody here tonight. It's been a long night. It's been a stressful night for probably a lot of people in this room, but everybody deserves credit for presenting your side, whichever that may be, in a very professional manner, and I thank everyone from that. I've been at meetings here when it was not quite this well presented. It is going to be a tough decision, but who knows? Maybe we got one step tonight. There may be other solutions. Maybe we can get everybody together and come up with something everybody's happy with. I doubt it, but I want to thank everybody for their professionalism.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, hearing no other comments. Ms. Parr, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Ms. Ford?
Yes.
Ms. Scott Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Marconi?
Yes.
Mr. Mulligan?
Yes.
Mr. Armbruster?
Yes.